What's up everyone, I'm Tim and this is my channel 40 Times Around, where we talk about everything related to motorcycles, camping, traveling, and adventure. And today we're going to talk about keeping your phones and small devices charged when you're motorcycle camping. We're going to talk about 3 options for keeping things powered up when you're off the grid, so stick around. Okay, so we're going to talk about these 3 options for keeping small devices charged. But first, let's talk about some preliminary information relevant to searching for solar chargers and power banks and things like that. Now, if you've ever searched for one of these portable chargers, then you've probably seen the ratings for mAh, or milliamp hours. And what's the right one? What do these numbers mean? Which one is the right one for you? Well, first you need to know what a milliamp hour is. And in my recent video talking about adding electrical accessories to your motorcycle, I talked about amp hour ratings for motorcycle batteries. This is the same thing, just on a smaller scale. Basically, it is how much power the charging device can store. So a charger rated at 1000 milliamp hour can store enough power to put 1000 milliamps per hour. You can look at your phone to see what your phone's battery capacity is, and then do a little math to see how useful a portable charger will be for you. For example, my phone, the Samsung Galaxy S9, has a 3000 milliamp hour battery. I would need a charger rated at 3000 to get 1 full charge, theoretically. So the iPhone 7, for example, has a battery just shy of 2000. So the same portable charger that charges my S9 once will charge the iPhone 7 1.5 times, theoretically. Basically, we take portable charger's rating and divide by the device's battery that is being charged. So one more example, this Power Master charger is rated at 12,000 milliamp hours. So this would charge my S9 with a 3000 milliamp hour battery, 12,000 divided by 3000, so 4 times. Can't imagine camping long enough to need that many charges, but keep in mind that I also have a camera, an MP3 player, or an iPod, maybe a tablet, and who knows what else you might need to charge. Now, I kept saying theoretically, and that means it's not reality. This is just the factory's way of saying in absolutely perfect conditions, which do not exist, this is the capacity. It's a selling tactic, but they're not exactly wrong. It's just not a guarantee, so keep that in mind when purchasing a portable charger. Now, a bigger capacity might be better if you need multiple chargers from one charger, but another factor to look at is output. This will come in the form of an amp rating. This number will typically look like 0.5A, 1A, or 2A, somewhere in that range. This number tells you how quickly your phone or device will charge when plugged into the charging unit. A tablet, for example, will require a 2 amp output to get a decent charge, and it will charge a phone pretty quickly. 0.5 or 1 amp is good for a phone too, but won't do much for anything bigger than that. So the important factor in purchasing a portable charger is, what are you charging with it? Let's say your most common battery powered devices are a phone and a tablet that you use for reading at your campsite. And let's say your phone is a 3000 milliamp hour battery and the tablet, let's say, is 10,000 milliamp hours. And you're expecting to charge the phone twice and the tablet once. Then you would need 3000 times 2, so 6000 plus the 10,000 from the tablet. You want to look for a charger with a capacity of 16,000 milliamp hour rating. And you want one with an output of 2 amps for the tablet. Now, having multiple USB ports would help too, if you need to charge them both at the same time. So now that we have the basics, let's look at 3 options for portable chargers from what I think are 3 separate categories of portable charging units. We'll start with the lightweight, then the solar, and then the heavyweight. Now, these are just chargers for phones and smaller devices. These really aren't for powering laptops, which is a topic I will be getting into in a different video. So this is the Pocket Juice, and you've probably seen these ones around. They seem to be everywhere lately. I've seen them at gas stations, Home Depots, and all kinds of places. Now, this one in particular is going for about 20 bucks on Amazon, but there is a newer version that has double the capacity and is half the price. So definitely go for that one because it's a much better deal. And I'll actually link to all of these in the description box below, so if you want to check any of them out, they'll be down there. So this one is decent. It's not a bad idea to throw one of these in your saddlebags. It's small, it weighs about 4.5 ounces, and it will give you a little extra scroll time on your phone when you're camping, or maybe you're just catching up on my videos, who knows. Now, this isn't earth-shattering, but it's a little extra power, and it's cheap and small. This one has a 1 amp output, so you'll charge your phone at a decent pace with this. I got about 3/4 of a charge with this one, but one thing that is critical to look for in these chargers that I didn't mention earlier is to look for chargers that have chips in them. This will tell the charger when your device is fully charged, and the charger can act accordingly. This will prevent overheating, overcharging, and over-discharging, all of which can damage your phone. So this is something that comes standard on all of the Tsumi Pocket Juice chargers, and the newer model has 4 LED lights that tell you the battery level of the charger, which is also pretty handy. Okay, next up on the list is this solar charger from Rokomoko. These are going for $15 on Amazon. They weigh about 10 ounces, so a little more than the Pocket Juice, but honestly an insignificant weight on a motorcycle. It has a capacity of 20,000 milliamp hours, which is pretty awesome. And it has 2 outputs, a 1 amp and a 2 amp. So it also comes in a few colors, so if you're into coordinating with the rest of your camping gear, then they make that pretty easy to do. It also has a chip in it, protecting it from overcharging and all of that. Now, it's solar, which means it takes a while to charge in the sun, and you're reliant on a sunny day. But you can actually charge it from a computer or a wall outlet as well. And that way you leave home with a full charge. And then when you need to recharge it, just throw it in the tank bag if you have a clear top, or you can put it somewhere exposed to the sun while you ride around all day. If you're camping multiple days with good exposure to the sun, you can just leave it out all day and you'll get a decent charge from it. So the solar thing seems neat in theory, but it's not super convenient because it can take so long to charge this thing before you can even charge your phone. Honestly, after a full day in the sun, it was only about half charged, so not very impressive. But if it's used mainly as a power pack that charges from a wall or a bike, then it's a pretty great way to store some extra power, and then you get the added bonus of a little extra power from the sun too. Now, it also has a flashlight feature, but I don't really see myself using that too much. And the final charger we're going to talk about is this PowerMaster 12,000 milliamp hour charger with 2 ports, putting out a 1 amp and a 2.1 amp. And it comes in at about $25 on Amazon, so it's not the cheapest option. And it's not the lightest option either, coming in at about 12 ounces. Now, some of the other features include a chip that we talked about, so that will limit overcharging the power bank itself and your device. It has LED lights that display the charger's remaining battery life, and it has a flashlight. Again, this is kind of useless to me though, but it's something that's there, so if that's important to you. So despite this being the more expensive and the heaviest option, this might be my choice for motorcycle travel. Now, I still need to test out the solar charger from Rokomoko a little bit more just to be sure. I think I can rule out the Pocket Juice at least as my main portable charger, although it's small enough to just throw it in the case anyways, and it might come in handy in a pinch. Like I said with the solar one, if it's used as a power pack and not like a solar charger, then it definitely has some potential. But I have the least amount of experience with that one so far. Now, I have tried it out a couple of times, and the other two I have a decent amount of experience in the field with these ones. The PowerMaster is a solid option in my opinion. I like that I can power a tablet with it. I know the Power Juice is pretty much useless for that. And the solar one had some reviews that claim the 2 amp port was actually only putting out 1 amp, so that might be an issue. So anyways, that's my opinion. They're all good for their intended purpose, so I guess it depends on your charging. And so that's about it. That's what I know about power packs, solar chargers, and smaller charging devices. Like I said, I'm working on a video more geared towards charging laptops and larger devices, so stay tuned for that. I know a few of you guys are asking me about that. I just haven't gotten my hands on the solar chargers that would be capable of doing that. So anyways, I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the little bell, that way you guys don't miss anything. And And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.